Welcome to our YouTube class on malaria. Malaria is a life-threatening disease caused by parasites of the genus Plasmodium. It is transmitted to humans through the bites of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes. Here's a detailed explanation of malaria. Causative agents. Malaria is caused by 5 different species of Plasmodium, such as Plasmodium falciparum. These are most deadly: Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium knowlesi. These are rare and typically found in Southeast Asia. Epidemiology. Malaria is endemic in tropical and subtropical regions, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and parts of the Americas. Africa bears the highest burden, with P. falciparum being the predominant species. Young children, pregnant women, and immunocompromised individuals are at higher risk of severe disease and death. Transmission through vector. The disease is primarily transmitted through the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito, which injects Plasmodium sporozoites into the bloodstream. Through other modes. Malaria can also be transmitted through blood transfusions, organ transplants, or shared needles. Rarely, it can be passed from a mother to her unborn child. Symptoms. The initial symptoms of malaria are nonspecific and can include fever, chills, sweating, headache, muscle aches, fatigue, nausea, and vomiting. If left untreated, malaria can progress to severe forms, especially with P. falciparum. This can lead to cerebral malaria, that is a severe brain infection, severe anemia, respiratory distress, kidney failure, shock, and death. Life cycle. Infection in the human host. The life cycle begins when an infected female Anopheles mosquito bites a human, injecting sporozoites, the infective form of Plasmodium, into the bloodstream. The sporozoites travel through the bloodstream to the liver, where they invade hepatocytes. Inside the liver cells, the sporozoites multiply and develop into thousands of merozoites. The liver cells eventually burst, releasing merozoites into the bloodstream. The merozoites invade red blood cells and begin to multiply asexually. Inside the RBC, the merozoite matures into a trophozoite, which consumes the cell's contents. The trophozoite further develops into a schizont, which contains many new merozoites. The infected red blood cell bursts, releasing new merozoites into the bloodstream, which then infect other red blood cells. This cycle repeats every 48-72 hours, depending on the Plasmodium species, and is responsible for the characteristic fever and chills of malaria. Some of the merozoites develop into sexual forms known as gametocytes instead of continuing asexual reproduction. When another female Anopheles mosquito bites the infected person, it ingests the gametocytes along with the blood. Infection of the mosquito host, also known as sporogonic cycle. Inside the mosquito's stomach, the gametocytes develop into mature gametes. The male gametes fertilize the female gametes, forming a zygote. The zygote transforms into an ookinet, which is a motile form that penetrates the mosquito's gut wall and forms an oocyst. The oocyst grows and divides to produce thousands of sporozoites. Once the sporozoites mature, they break out of the oocyst and migrate to the mosquito's salivary glands, ready to be transmitted to a new human host when the mosquito bites again. Diagnosis. Microscopy. The most common diagnostic method is the microscopic examination of blood smears, where parasites can be directly observed. Rapid diagnostic tests. These tests detect specific antigens produced by malaria parasites and provide results in 15 to 30 minutes. Molecular methods. Polymerase chain reaction can be used for more precise detection and species identification, but is less commonly used in endemic areas due to cost and complexity. Treatment. Treatment depends on the species of Plasmodium and the severity of the disease. P. falciparum is treated with artemisinin-based combination therapies. P. vivax and P. ovale are treated with chloroquine or ACTs and primaquine to target dormant liver forms. Severe malaria requires intravenous treatment with artesunate or quinine. Prevention. Reducing exposure to mosquito bites is key to preventing malaria. This includes insecticide-treated bed nets, indoor residual spraying, elimination of standing water where mosquitoes breed. The RTS-SAS01 vaccine, Mosquirix, is the first and only vaccine approved for malaria prevention in children, offering partial protection against P. falciparum. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.